March 2023 is such an amazing month. It's actually probably the best month of 2023 to manifest something into your life and also start something that you've been dreaming of starting because the time is now. In today's video, I'm going to be going over why March is such a great month. I'm going to be going over the energy, some astrology highlights that I want to shout out, go over some crystals that really resonate with this cosmic energy, and also share with you my current crystals that I have been vibing with. If this is your first time here, my name is Courtney, and my channel is all about connecting with crystals, learning about their metaphysical benefits, and really just becoming aware of this unique energy that's available to all of us. So thank you for joining me. For the flow of this video, I'm going to be going over the full moon in Virgo. I'm going to be talking about Saturn entering into Pisces. I'm going to be talking about the Astrological New Year, also known as Aries season, and a very fiery new moon in Aries. And then I'll be ending out this video talking about some crystals that I'm vibing with. So let's just dive right into today's video. So if you catched my last energy video where I talked about February energy, I really introduced this time that we are in currently right now as this very potent manifesting time. And we are still in this like amazing energy right now. The reason why we are in such a great manifesting energy right now is because all planets are direct. We don't have any retrogrades. So this means that there is a lot of energetic support for us to start something new, to pursue something. If we want to kind of like make a change, this is a great time to do that because all systems are go. All of the month of March, we are still in this beautiful time when everything is going really good in the cosmos, and it's not until middle of April when we will start to feel the effects of eclipse season, which personally I enjoy eclipse season, but some people don't. Anyway, so jumping back into March, the first thing I really want to talk about with you is the full moon in Virgo. This is happening on March 7th. Being a Virgo rising, I am looking forward to this full moon because I really feel like it's going to be a moon where we can really detox. Virgos love like kind of like feeling like squeaky clean inside and out. Like they want everything to look perfect and they want their insides to like be perfect too. Like I feel like it's very common for Virgos to be really kind of particular with their diet. They can be very self-critical. So they do care about what they look like. However, that may, take form for the Virgo in question. Where Virgo needs help sometimes, where we can all feel like this Virgo energy is kind of trying to be perfect all the time. This full moon is really helping us release any self-criticism, self-doubt. Since we are in Pisces season, this is a Pisces season with a Virgo full moon. We have these two energies coming together on this night of the full moon. It's a time to dream up, what it is that you really want. What is the direction of your life, and where are you holding yourself back? Where are you telling yourself maybe that you can't do something when in reality you definitely can? Like, who's to say you can't do something? So this is really a full moon to, embrace your gifts, embrace who you are, and just go for it. Like I said, we have really good energy right now with all planets being direct. This is a great moon to detox, let go, and plant seeds of intention for your future. Some crystals that I think would be perfect for this full moon in Virgo would be rhodonite. Rhodonite helps us discover our unique gifts and talents and share them with the world. Virgos love to do things for other people. I feel like it just resonates really well with Pisces energy and also this Virgo energy. I feel like rhodonite would be great to work with. I also feel like selenite would be really great, whatever kind of like if you're doing like a deep clean in your home, or you're doing an auric, deep clean, you're cleansing your auras, your chakras, get a selenite wand, run it through your body. Really feel this like detoxifying ritual, with a selenite crystal. That'd be a great crystal practice to do on the night of the full moon in Virgo. Also, like I said I think I recommended this crystal last month in February, Lemurian quartz. At least I know I mentioned it in my Pisces video, crystals for Pisces. I feel like Lemurian would be really nice to work with too. It's such a light worker's crystal, and I feel like this moon is really lighting up like this spiritual side, also like this need to help others. It's like if you're a light worker, I just really feel like you should be working with Lemurian quartz right now. I know for me, I have really made a point to work with it more often during Pisces season because I think it's so beneficial for us to really harness the energy that it provides with us going within and receiving messages. So those are my crystal suggestions for this full moon in Virgo. So want to know something crazy? On the same day that we have the full moon in Virgo, we also have Saturn entering into Pisces. That is March 7th. So we have like this double whammy of energy happening on the full moon. We may be feeling very emotional. And with that, Saturn, Saturn is the planet of structure. It's like this, like a parent telling you no or yes. It's kind of like, can I do this? Can I not? It's very much like hard work and authority figures. That's like the energy of Saturn. So Saturn entering into Pisces really is a time when, it's I should say before I go into it, is that this is like a 2-year transit. So Saturn will be in Pisces from March 7th until May 2025. And then it takes a little bit of a break and it goes back into Pisces during a retrograde period in August 2025 until February 2026. So that's really the time frame where we will all collectively be feeling this Saturn in Pisces energy. So what does that mean, right? So Saturn in Pisces, I personally feel like Pisces is such a dreamer. They're intuitive. They are free flowing. And Saturn is very much like, okay, you want your life to go this way. These are your dreams, your desires. Like, let's really put a plan together. How are you going to achieve this? It is this kind of like more serious tone towards achieving what you really want in your life during this period. And honestly, I feel like that can really help us. A lot of times we can be stuck in our fantasies of what we want our life to be, and we don't act on them. And this is really a transit where it's like, okay, I am going to sit down, I'm going to make a business plan, or I'm going to set goals for how I can achieve this degree, or how I can achieve this job, or how I can, I don't know, whatever it may be, whatever your goal is, whatever your dream is, how I could buy this house. It varies for everybody, but it's literally taking the time to set up a structure, set up tasks, goals, think far into like 2026 right now. What do you want to do from now until 2026? It's all good. It's all part of, all of our plans, our divine plan, with this current transit. So I think it's going to bring a lot of goodness into our lives. For those of you having your Saturn return, as Pisces is leaving Aquarius, which I just had my Saturn return, I'm going to be talking about my own Saturn return and what Saturn return is very, very soon. So stay tuned for that video. It's literally going to be coming out like very, very soon. So I'm excited to share that with you. And I'll be diving into what does it mean when Saturn is returning, and all that good stuff. Definitely, I want to give you a crystal that I've been talking about for Saturn and Pisces. I really want to mention sodalite. If you are about to go on your Saturn return, I think sodalite is really going to help you during this time. And for all of us out there, even if we're not having a Saturn return, I feel like sodalite will really help us with planning out how we want the next 2-3 years to look like, having this analytical mindset, but yet also tapping into our intuition and envisioning this future. So sodalite is the crystal to work with. Alrighty. And then this kind of like last highlight, it's kind of like 3 in 1. A lot of things happening on this day. On March 21st, we have the beginning of Aries season, also known as the Astrological New Year. And then we also have a fiery new moon in Aries. So as we reflect on really this time frame of being able to manifest, having all planets direct, we are greeted with the beginning of the astrological new year in Aries season. There's all this fire, this amplification towards motivation and acting and doing things. It's so sweet and so good. It's kind of like towards the tail end of this period to actually do things. So with that being said, this is really a new moon. It's all intertwined here. We have this fire. We're starting Aries season. We have a new moon, and it's literally like it's basically like New Year's. It's like, woohoo, let's set intentions. Let's, manifest. This is such a good new moon to do all of those things and, take time to self-reflect on the past year, maybe 2 years, and really think about where you want to see your life in the next 2 years. I think Saturn's influence this month is really great because we have so many dreamy aspects. We have so much manifesting energy, and Saturn's like, hey, like, hello, what do you want to do? Let's do it. Like, we can do it. It's not so much like all your manifestations are going to come true this month. It's just that you have so much energetic support if you call them in. Write it down. Speak it out loud. Make lists, make a dream board, whatever you like to do to help you manifest, like start doing it now. That's what I mean when I'm saying like act on it, like act on the manifestation, do that thing, take small steps that lead you to where you want to head. I know for me, I'm going to be starting a lot of new things in March that I know that when they launch, it might not necessarily be the following month, like in April when we're still kind of like in that good time. It's more so the fact that I'm starting the things that I'm really excited to share with you guys. I'm putting a lot of work in right now. February, March, I'm really doing the grunt work so that later in the year, when I share these amazing things that I'm manifesting right now, there's a lot of energetic support because I put that work in now. So that's really the key here. It's not so much like everything's going to happen for you. It's like this is the time to work on that stuff. Do those things. So I hope that this has motivated you to really get crystal clear on what you want out of life and to know that you can achieve that. You 100% can do it. So that's really my Astro energy crystal suggestions. Oh, did I not give a crystal suggestion for the new moon? I didn't, and I totally have one. I really feel, sorry guys, I really feel like for this new moon, carnelian and clear quartz together, pair them together and set intentions, do your rituals. I just feel like this combo would be really great. Or if you just have one of them, like you only have clear quartz, you only have carnelian, work with those stones. Those are going to be very, very great to start out the astrological new year and really bring this fire energy to you. So definitely work with those crystals. Alrighty, so now I'm going to be sharing with you my current favorites, what I've been vibing with in my crystal collection, what I've been really drawn to. And the first one I'm going to be sharing with you is my lovely Citrine. I feel like my mouth made a weird noise. So this is my Citrine point, and I love this. And I'm currently going through a lot of newness in my life, a lot of new beginnings. And since we are in this potent manifesting energy, I've definitely taken note and I've been working with my Citrine. Whenever I'm doing something that I feel benefits my future, or I am planning something, for example, I've been doing a lot of wedding planning these last 2 weeks, and I've been having Citrine by me. It brings in this abundance, it brings in this, manifesting energy. It really activates, my root chakra, my sacral, my solar plexus. So I can really think about how I would envision, my wedding and getting all my ducks in a row and checking off things I need to do on my to-do list for my wedding. So it's been really great having the energy of Citrine around me, and also starting a new job, just feeling really confident in my job and learning and feeling so good with everything that's going on in my life right now. Citrine brings this abundance energy to you, and I've been definitely feeling it. I love Citrine. It might be my favorite crystal. I don't know. It's hard to pick one, but it's definitely up there. So I've been vibing with Citrine so much. And the next crystal I've been vibing with a lot is Aquamarine. So by the time you are seeing this, I believe my Aquamarine meditation will be out. So might as well plug it right now. If you want to check out my Aquamarine crystal meditation, I'm going to have it linked up above. Getting in the vibe of doing that, I ask you guys like, hey, what crystal meditation do you want me to do? I always have you guys vote on it because it's literally for you guys. So you guys voted for Aquamarine. And I didn't really realize at the time because it was a poll, right? You guys pick which one. And you guys all picked Aquamarine. I was like, oh, that vibes so well with Pisces season. I was like, wow, this is going to be great for people to like really just feel this like water element vibe and really feel cleansed and good. I would honestly recommend listening to the Aquamarine crystal meditation during the full moon. So if you remember, during the full moon on March 7th, maybe take a listen and vibe out with Aquamarine. I feel like that would be really nice, actually. I went to the beach the other day and I had Aquamarine with me, and it just felt so good, so cleansing. I feel like there's such a renewal element when you work with Aquamarine. It's so refreshing and nice and beautiful. And I've been really enjoying its energy. I have a few pieces of Aquamarine. I just grabbed this one to show on camera. But yeah, I've been really enjoying Aquamarine during this Pisces season, and yeah, I can't rave enough about it. Alrighty guys, so that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed listening to March's astrology energy crystals and a little bit about what I'm currently up to with my crystal favorites. If you liked today's video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you are new here, I would love it if you subscribed. Again, thank you so much for hanging out, and I will see you in my next one.